Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your reading for the 4th through to the 10th of June. So we're going to call in the Archangels, the Ascendant Masters, Light Beings, Spirit Guides and our higher selves to assist us with this reading today. And these are general readings, so please take what resonates and discard the rest. So Scorpio, I'm about to grab a couple of cards for you. Let's just have a look and see. Here you are, having a tower moment. Okay, so something's... you're probably getting real about something, or some insights are happening. You're perhaps becoming more realistic in your thinking, or you are expanding your consciousness and you're coming into new realms and new vistas of yourself. You know, could be anything. And here's the crossing energy, and that is about being a little bit on the defensive. But it's also being Nine of Wands. It's about coming to a point of coming towards the end of a cycle, or coming towards coming into greater abundance. Okay, so let's just keep going with these cards and we'll see what else transpires. I'm going to grab a card now for your recent past. And, you know, something that, you know, you're presently dealing with. And this is like a nice fair exchange of energy. Six of Cups. And it's about a nice exchange of feelings, being able to express your feelings, and also being able to have that nice quality about you where people can express their feelings to you, and it's a nice reciprocal kind of thing, which is a really nice energy. And also this tower moment is that you are feeling, I think it's been a good tower moment, because I think you're feeling like you're feeling okay about it. Like there's something that's sort of been, maybe there's something being lost, but something's been gained, or you've let go of something, but then you've picked something else up. Okay, so that has this two-sidedness to it. Let's grab also another card here now for your skills and abilities and what you're bringing to the table, and also something further back in your past. This is the Seven of Pentacles. Yes, Seven of Pentacles. So that's a bit of a consolidation. So you're kind of looking at, this can kind of be a bit of a card of analysis as well, like just having a little think about and looking at the work that you've done and just wondering whether or not you're going to continue. The 7 is also a number of change, and you have the 9 here as well. So that's, you know, they're change numbers and moving and action numbers. So you're moving towards something new is what I'm getting from that. And given that you've had a tower moment, that's understandable. Let's just have a look now also about, to do with what's sort of likely to unfold. And here we have the, well, I haven't pulled this particular card from this deck before, because I haven't had it for very long. But this is the Moon card, which is pretty interesting. That's a giant crab there, I think. But the Moon is about going deep, and Libra had the Moon card come up in their reading as well. So yeah. So Scorpio, this is, you know, a going deep for you, going perhaps into subconscious. And, you know, sometimes with that tower, with this tower energy, you might need to do just a bit of time to just kind of let the dust settle, so to speak, and to just, you know, do a bit of work on you if you feel that's needed and if that idea resonates. Okay, let's grab something here now for your opportunity. Wow, Wheel of Fortune. That looks pretty power-packed, doesn't it? So this is about the coming, you know, the end of a cycle, the start of a new cycle, and it's good timing. And here we have, you know, I mean, the Tower, that's been the end of a cycle now, and something new is coming on board for you, Scorpio, which is really awesome. I mean, you know, with the Tower, Wheel of Fortune and the Moon here, that's some pretty powerful major arcana energy happening at the moment for you. Let's go to you know, a little bit deeper on how you're thinking and your desires and things. Yeah, this is the 6. This is a harmonization. You're coming into a harmonization, I believe, of energy. Harmonizing your mind and your body, harmonizing your thoughts and feelings, harmonizing, you know, your inner with your outer, just everything coming into better balance is what I'm getting from this energy here. So this is also, you know, resonant with your Six of Cups here. So this is, you know, this is probably more about body, maybe health, well-being. It could be about your home environment. It could be, you know, getting balance around that. It could be balance around, income, perhaps finances, or on the work, on the job front. Maybe you're going to be getting moving into a job that's more in harmony with what you're looking for. So let's just also grab another card here for your environment, or what's going on around you, or how others see you. And this could be like, has a ring to it that perhaps you are not making the most of your abilities, or you haven't been. So perhaps you have been holding yourself back for whatever reason. And perhaps I think others may see your potential. They see all the awesomeness that you have, and they are perhaps wondering why you're not making the most of that. Maybe there's something that you need to be looking at here in your moon. Now, this is only if you feel that there are things holding you back, and if you feel as though you have perhaps some inner blocks that are sort of preventing you from stepping forward a little more. Only if that resonates, okay? Because, yeah, the other thing is that the environment around you could be making you feel trapped. But you may have choice in that as to whether or not you can move out of that, okay? So this might be, perhaps it's your work situation. Maybe you're feeling that you are in need of a promotion, or that you deserve a promotion, but you are not receiving that. Maybe you've been putting in a lot of hours, a lot of work, a lot of years of effort, and you're not getting the recognition that you deserve. So you could be feeling a little bit, you know, either held back in your outer situation, or if it's something within you that is, or both, you know, or if it's something within you that, you know, it could be a question of, yeah, are you disempowering yourself, or perhaps, you know, but that's only if that resonates, okay? Because sometimes we have here in the subconscious, sometimes there are subconscious things, beliefs and deep-seated values and that are holding us back. And it can even just be as small as, well, not small, but it can be, an example of that can be that if you were brought up in an era where, for example, you know, it wasn't the done thing for women to express themselves and be confident. If that was the case in your family, then maybe you are, or men or women, right, or any other gender. So that could just be that you naturally hold back. You naturally don't express yourself because you have a deep-seated pattern of doing that, okay? And that there could be some things happening now where maybe you've, as an example, where you've had a tower moment and you've just sort of thought, well, you know, enough is enough. I'm just going to try and shatter some of this. If this subconscious stuff is unhelpful, you know, we're just kind of going to put some healing energy into that, put some transmutation, alchemization, do some soul work, and just get things shifting and get our psychic flexibility happening so that we can release what we need to release. So yeah, if that resonates. Let's also just look at, so here we have this just jumped out, which is the Knight of Wands. So this is either a long-term goal, or it can be in position of something that you feel is holding you back. So, you know, I mean, this can be a card of impulsive action. So maybe if you move fairly quickly from thing to thing, and you are, yet whatever you choose perhaps hasn't felt like it's been in alignment with you. Because sometimes when we make quick decisions, it might be we feel a pressure from a certain area of our life or from a certain person. We just go with whatever we feel is that we're pressured to do. So, I mean, yeah, that could be something that's holding you back. Or you could be worried that you're going to miss out on something, okay? Or that... yeah, or it's just a long-term goal of yours to actually become more inspired and passionate about what you're doing. And yeah, that probably fits in better with the reading, actually, because and now we're just going to grab a card for your here. Sometimes my readings sound like they're all over the place, but I'm just giving options just to see if something resonates. So then you can look at the cards and just see what drops in for you in terms of meaning as well. So this is a bit of a suggestion to, you know, either a best course of action or what to expect. So this is a Four of Cups, which is about you. It's this very stable number. So it can be about you just trying to create some emotional stability for yourself, okay, is one interpretation of this. Another one is that it's typically that this person is not seeing the cup behind them and that there are cups in front of them that they are dwelling upon in a particular mood state, okay. So it may be also, Scorpio, that this cup behind here, if it is hidden from you, could be representing your subconscious. So there might be something that's sort of deep in your subconscious that you might want to look into exploring that. And certainly the Seven of Pentacles, this card here definitely looks like we're kind of considering all of these different options here. So it might even be that you start looking at different parts of yourself, you know, your mental, emotional, spiritual, your creative self, even things like sensuality and sexuality is an interesting thing to look at as well. And yeah, so it might be that you need to take a little bit of time just to establish or to create a little space for yourself where you can just kind of allow things to, from this Tower moment, you know, to allow things to settle. We're just going to do some clarifying as well. So I am actually going to, let's clarify this Eight of Swords here. Clarifying the Eight of Swords in the position of your environment, or it's also can be how others see you. But the other thing here, Scorpio, is that others might see you as being restrained or held back, but maybe you have a plan. Or maybe you are just allowing things to evolve as they need to evolve. Because this timing thing here can be like, you know, we're in the middle of this vortex and we're going through transformations. And because we are fairly complex beings, and sometimes a lot of things need to transmute or transform, particularly layers of the emotional body, layers of the mental body, layers of the spiritual body, before we can actually step forward. And sometimes if you are like an introspective, fairly deep thinking person, sometimes you do get a sense of that things are shifting and changing, but you know when the timing is right, okay? And this could be what's happening here, Scorpio, is that others are perceiving you as this, but you know that at any time, and when the time is right, you are going to undo those ropes and move forward with your Knight of Wands here. So, I mean, I could have just clarified the Eight of Swords, but the Eight of Swords was just, you know, this card just jumped out, which is the Knight of Wands. So I think it's to do with, yeah, it's come out of when you're ready, Scorpio. This is available to you, you know, when you're ready. We're just going to go with that. That's what I think that means. May mean something else for you entirely. I mean, this is actually quite can be quite a sexual or vital energy card, like really passionate and driven. So it may even be like an awakening into your sensuality and into your, yeah, that part of you as well, which could be something that you may want to look into. What else can we clarify? This Rider-Waite deck, the cards are just flicking out left, right and centre. Okay, something else, and I just looked at the moon and this just came out, which was to Justice. As I looked at the moon, this flipped out, this is to do with your personal authenticity, your personal truth, and doing the right thing by you, okay? So this is what you would probably be, if you're doing some subconscious work, you will be coming into a closer connection with your inner values, your true inner values, and what is important to you, okay, and what you want to live by and how you want to move forward, and also creating balance for yourself. Okay, authenticity, personal truth, Yeah, doing the right thing by you is what that's sort of saying there. We're going to grab an oracle card in a minute, but I'm going to clarify one more card. Let's clarify the Four of Cups there in your what to expect or your best action to take. But yeah, I think you're recovering from a tower moment here, Scorpio. So yeah, it's sort of like the Knight of Wands. You're coming into power and abundance as well. You're stepping up. There's going to be, yeah, it's a new phase happening. The Four of Cups is clarified by the Six of Cups. And the interesting thing is that Six of Cups has been doubled up, but here we have another six. So this is a very harmonization. If you can just imagine this energy of harmonization. So if you are at the center here, all of these aspects of you are coming into harmony. So if you are doing some subconscious work, perhaps focusing on your harmonizing. What is it that you need to harmonize in your life to bring into synchronistic wholeness, into balance? Okay, so this is the Six of Cups, which is about giving and receiving, of course. It can be a bit nostalgic. It might be about, yeah, looking at your past as well. So this might be looking at your early childhood or, you know, primary school years, and just kind of just seeing if there's anything there that may have happened back then that could have perhaps affected you in some way adversely or in an unhelpful way that you feel that you've carried forward. And then it's almost a process of doing some journaling around that, coming into some self-understanding, and yeah, and then just sort of releasing it and setting a new intent. Okay, that can be one way that we can transform. But certainly, if other stuff comes up for you and you need to speak to a counsellor or someone like that, almost always an excellent idea. I usually suggest these types of things. If the Moon card comes out in a reading, sometimes it can just mean that there can be deep things that the person may be dealing with, but it can also be about, yeah, things that are hidden. But having studied some psychology and being a bit of a kind of an advocate of Jungian beliefs, I always kind of think that usually the healing process involves this thing of the subconscious being made conscious, or aspects of it, okay, that need to come up for healing. So let's grab an Angels and Ancestors card for you now, Scorpio. We're going to grab the Hunter. Track down your fears and desires. Okay, so this is about going in, I'm thinking. This is about going in and really looking at what your concerns are and what you wish for and what you want and what your values are, okay, and what aligns with you personally and your personal truth and your authenticity. So yeah, so that's really positive for you, Scorpio. And yeah, that word harmonization, harmony and balance, okay. So I hope that was helpful. You're most welcome to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, I look forward to our next reading. In the meantime, have a great day. Bye for now.